Pixelmon has released version 9.1.10, which is a version mostly focused on just some new Pokemon and some structures, including the water gym, so let's just dive right into it. Alright, some small changes first, of course. Miraidon and Walking Wake sprite have been updated. Our beloved Lechonk has had its model and animations updated. Gulpin and Swowlot have also had their model and animations updated. And Golden Go will now drop a Relic Silver instead of 2 Relic Gold. Now, on to all the new Pokemon of this update. Fluttermane has been added to Pixelmon. You can find Fluttermane in the Small and Islands biome, just like all the other Paradox Pokemon, and defeating it has a 10% chance to drop a Spell Tag, 50% chance to drop Fairy Gem, and it will always drop a Gas Tier. Next up, Capsakid and Scovillain are now in Pixelmon. They will both spawn in arid biomes and mesa biomes during the day, with Capsakid having a chance to spawn as a group. They both will always drop melon seeds upon being defeated and have a 50% chance to drop a Tuga Berry. Scovillain also has a 30% chance to drop Blaze Powder and a 10% chance to drop a Grass Gem. Flittle and Espathra have been added and will now spawn in savannas and arid biomes during the day. Flittle can spawn in groups and they both will drop feathers upon being defeated. There's also a 50% chance they drop Ender Pearls, and Espathra has a 30% chance to drop a Genius Feather and a 10% chance to drop a Psychic Gem. Next up, the new structures of this update. There is the new Swift Boat you can find, which is a narrow sailboat with a small amount of deck space. Its sails are lowered and there is a cabin below deck with several amenities and 2 beds packed into the tight space. You might not be excited about it, but it's nice to have more small simple structures like this in the world to discover. There is also the new Yacht Boat, a well-embellished boat designed for luxury and relaxation. There are beach chairs and beach umbrellas adorning the outsides of it, along with floats and a little boat which would be used for smaller excursions. I love the use of the dispensers as the boat's motors. This middle section of the boat is the helm, and below we have a small kitchen and tables to eat at, all nicely decorated. Finally, we have the 8th gym of the game since the Pixelmon team began revamping them, the Water Gym. So, the Water Gym and the Water Gym town that surrounds it will spawn in the ocean. The Pixelmon team seem to have taken a more modern or futuristic approach to the design of the town. We of course have our Pokemon Center, which is the first one to have its own helipad, and is also unique in that it is connected to the town's version of the Daycare Center, which is spacious and has a cool feature where there are redstone lamps that light up at night, which I bet are intended to mimic heat lamps. The church is definitely one of the prettiest buildings in the Water Town, with its blue-colored glass, prismarine blocks, and glazed terracotta. I really like this cool glass roof and all the windows for the natural lighting and how spacious it feels. It's sort of a church/museum combination, since one half of the building includes things such as a Lapras statue, fossil displays, and examples of various flagships might use at sea, and the other half of the building is the altar and pews. This town's version of the blacksmith is also enormous and of course oriented towards shipbuilding, as evidenced by this giant crane that I imagine will be used to move cargo or parts to build ships with. The TCG shop is glamorous too. Cozy carpets and statues of King Gambit decorate the inside, and I believe these banners are designed to look like the back of Pokemon cards. The roof of it even has a TCG battle arena to play at. It's also attached to the Pokemart, which is really quite cozy for a Pokemart, especially with that fireplace. And it matches the style of the TCG shop with its own carpets and bookshelves. Besides all the main buildings, there are of course normal houses for villagers to live in, which still have tons of features to them. There are patios with tables to lounge at, rooftop gardens, and even spots off of the dock where it looks like you could go take a swim. You'll find these cute buoys scattered around the town, and underwater there also exist kelp gardens, attached to the town via chains and lit up with sea lanterns. The Water Gym town also reuses all the boat structures that you can find in the ocean. So this town, for example, had the Swift Boat that we just covered spawn in it. And if you haven't noticed yet, there are also lighthouses that are really well made. You can take a bubble elevator up to the viewing platform at the top. And watch the sunset, where as night approaches, the lighthouse's light will automatically turn on. I had the chance to speak with some of the builders of the project, and they've said it's their most complex structure they've made so far, with 63 new structure elements. Their design for the water gym tried to incorporate the various depths of the ocean, so as you work your way up the gym, you'll start from deep sea, move into the shallows, and then the beach, before finally reaching the gym leader at the top. There aren't a ton of bug fixes this patch, but some that might interest you are that there is a fix for ultimate difficulty bosses dropping Pokeballs instead of Master Balls, and it was possible for players to get stuck spectating a max raid den, and that has now been fixed. That concludes this version update for Pixelmon 9.1.10. Thanks for watching, like and subscribe and all that. See ya.